Hey, I'm Alex back from Board Game Co, and we are back with some random questions and answers, although we are sticking with what we did last month of less random and more of a specific theme. This is the Random Questions and Answers series, the series in which I go ahead and put together a bunch of questions and have you answer them, and then you can go ahead and see the answers you've put in, and I cover all the answers together in a video like this when I then tell you about the next batch of questions. Basically, it's audience participation time. If you want to be, a part of this, just click on that Google link down below, go ahead and log your answers. It doesn't ask your email anything. I just trust you won't put in 17 answers for the same thing, because there are easier ways, there are easier, better things to spend your time trying to fool than this generic audience polling station. But with that said, last month's video was on campaign games. We're going to do the first part of this video is going to be me going over last month's video, last month's questions, and then going over your answers to those questions, of which 221 of you participated. Thank you very much. As far as this month's questions, we're going to be focusing on campaigns, specifically, not campaign games, but crowdfunding campaigns. We'll be talking about those very shortly, but let's go ahead and start off first and foremost with the first part. Again, feel free to skip the second part, feel free to jump to the answers down below, whatever it is you want to get out of this video, and then as usual, please post your own questions and answers down below that you want to see, because they will almost certainly make their way into a future video. Well, they should have easier answers to engage with in multiple choice in general. There are some exceptions I make at times and ways, but generally they're going to be multiple choice, because otherwise it's very hard to get into the answers. Anyways, with that, let's go ahead and start off. This is focusing on campaign games. This is last month's video, and let's start with the first question. Do you enjoy campaign games? 52% of you said very much yes, 39% said as much as any other game, and 8.1% of you said no. So basically, most of y'all like campaign games. Moving to the next question. How many campaign games have you played for at least 15 hours? Not legacy games, campaign games. We have 21 of you, which I guess is 11%, 12% of you said that sorry, I'm doing this wrong. 12% of you said you've played 21, okay, I'm doing this all wrong, sorry. 11% of you, 12% of you, I'm doing this, why can't I blank on this? There we go, I got it. 12% of you said you have played 0 campaign games for at least 15 hours. 52% of you said you've played 1 to 5 campaign games for at least 15 hours. Then 24% of you said you've played 6 to 10 campaigns. 9% of you said 11 to 20. And then a mere 2.3% of you said you've played 21 plus campaign games for at least 10 to 15 hours, for at least 15 hours, which means basically the most common answer, around half of you, are 1 to 5 campaign games for at least 15 hours. Then we have how many campaign games have you finished? Not legacy games. We have 24% of you saying 0, 56% of you saying 1 to 5, 12% of you saying 6 to 10, we have 4.5% of you saying 11 to 20, and then 1.8% of you saying 4 campaign games, 24 of you, 1.8%, said 21 plus campaign games have been finished. How many campaign games do you have? 14.5% of you said 0, 56% of you said 1 to 5, 19% of you said 6 to 10, 8.2% of you said 11 to 20, and then finally we have, what's that tiny little sliver there? Again, 4 of you, at 1.8% of you, said 21 plus. How many unfinished campaign games do you have? So again, the people who are diving into this are diving into it. How many of your unfinished campaign games do you genuinely believe you will finish? We have 13.2% of you saying, I don't have any unfinished campaign games. We have 12% of you saying less than 25% of your campaign games you think you'll finish, which again, keep in mind, that means 12% of you, or roughly 28 people, do not believe that they'll finish less than 25% of the campaign games you currently own. We have another 13.2% who believe they'll finish 26 to 50%. We have 18% of you who believe you'll finish 51 to 75%. Then we have 20% of you who believe you'll finish 75 to 99%, and 22% of you who go with, what do you mean? Every single last one, of course. I salute your certainty, a certainty I do not share myself. I'm probably in the 25%, less than 25% zone myself, which is not great, but I like diving into them, and finishing them takes something special for me to finish it. Do you still back or buy new campaign games? 7.2% of you say never did. 16.7% say not anymore. That is a bunch of you who've dropped away from the campaign game space. We have 49% of you saying yes, but less often than you used to. That's this guy right here. We have 20.8% of you saying yes, just as much as always. And then we have a whopping 5.4% of you, that's not whopping, it's a small amount, it's the smallest sliver, with 5.4% of you say yes, even more so than I used to, which is crazy, but hey, you do you. Then lastly, we have the multiple choice answer, which is a whole lot. Let's do the most common answers. Coming in at the most common answer, we have, if yes, if you still back campaign games and you still have unfinished campaign games, then why? 30% of you, 29.6 said, they offer something new that my current campaign games don't. So in some way you're being pulled in by something that is new or at least seems new. We have 21% of you saying, I think I'm finishing and acquiring at a roughly even pace. So you keep backing things, you have unfinished stuff, but you're in pace with this stuff, so it's all fine. We have 15% of you saying, just plain FOMO. I probably shouldn't be. I respect that reason. And then we have 14% of you saying, I don't or I don't have unfinished campaign games. And then from there, we have a lot of answers coming from, I couldn't tell you, ... with how many is that? That was 6 of you answered, 3% of you went with that. Not answer the question, I won't be able to see all these answers. The problem is, it's not easy. I now have a dedicated campaign game friend, so working through the list. I'm new, slow to learn, and not building a collection. I've shifted from group campaigns to solo campaigns. So there's a lot of individual breakdown of the answers. You can go ahead and check out these answers if you go to the poll itself. There's a little button to see the answers if you want to. And that is what we have for last month's poll, which brings us to this month's poll. This month's poll is going to be focused on crowdfunding campaigns. There are specific questions about the things that make you back crowdfunding campaigns or pull you in or make you interested in some way, shape, and form. I will note there are 2 questions specifically relating to GameFound features here. I do work for GameFound, please take that into account. No, this is not research gathering to GameFound. No, I'm not submitting this to GameFound. If anyone else at GameFound happens to see it and looks at the answers, they're welcome to, but this is not GameFound gathering. It's around features in general, but 2 of the 10 or so questions are specific to GameFound. So I just want to put that disclaimer there because I don't want you thinking that I'm doing research for GameFound at your behest, and more importantly, I want you to at least know the question will be there so you can dive in if you do or don't want to dive in. With that said, let's start with question 1. On a scale of 1 to 5, and again, I try not to go through my own answers here or give you any more data. I will talk about things more when I do the answers sometimes, but I try to go as dry as possible to not bias any questions. Question number 1. On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you care about whether the campaign is giving you the best price for the game? We have 1, don't care at all, and 5, very important to me. I will not be covering those answers in detail, but 1 is always don't care at all, 5 is very important to me. On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you care about whether the campaign offers content not easily available in the future? On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you care about whether the campaign delivers on time? They say that's coming in December of 2024, and do you care that it does come by December 2024? On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you care about whether you're getting the game ahead of non-backers? This is a slight clarification here. This is not about whether the campaign delivers on time. It's a little different. It's specifically about, did you get the game before it's available to people who didn't back the campaign? Do you care about that early availability? Then this, well, yeah, it's good. It's all good. I don't want to give more clarity. On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you care about supporting the creator? The idea that backing the game gives the creator a bigger portion versus buying at retail. Meaning, effectively, same question, like, do you care when you're backing a game that in some way the creator is benefiting from you getting it now versus later or not at all? How much is that a factor, the support of the creator? On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you care about being along for the crowdfunding journey, updates, making your voice heard, polls, etc.? This is a general umbrella question to the involvement that crowdfunding allows, whether it's commenting on the crowdfunding campaign, whether it's answering polls that guide certain things, whether it's voting with other people on which branch a stretch goal will take, whether it's the fact that by commenting, the creator might go ahead and make changes and all that, whether it's just the updates you're getting. It's really, this is about the journey you have in crowdfunding, the part you don't get if you didn't back or don't, if you get it later, all that. So all of these kinds of things, whether it's anything from as little as updates to actually having an impact on the end product. On a scale of 1 to 5, how important is stretch pay to your decision to back a game? Stretch pay is the GameFound feature that allows you to split out your payment across multiple, months to not have to pay the full amount of the game all at once. So on a scale of 1 to 5, how much is stretch pay an impact on your decision to back a game? Similarly, on a scale of 1 to 5, how important is stable pledge to your decision to back a game? Stable pledge is the other GameFound feature that specifically gives the creator the opportunity to basically guarantee that your price on shipping and all that stuff won't rise by more than a certain percentage, or if they do, they'll offer you a full refund and all of that. So that is it's a more of a guarantee for the creator to the person, to the backer, that there'll be a cap on how much things can change shipping or other factors. On a scale of 1 to 5, how important is having content creators cover the game? Okay, so basically a content creator you recognize showing up on the campaign page. Not whether you watch the video, by the way. This is not whether you even watch it. This is literally just about the knowledge that they covered the game and you see, oh, so-and-so covered that game. On a scale of 1 to 5, how important is an overview video on the game? the overview video, either by the creator or another channel, but you want some sort of overview coverage that tells you what the game is. On a scale of 1 to 5, how important is a gameplay video on the game? A video that shows you the gameplay, the gameplay itself of the game, how important is that to you? And I'm actually going to add a question here because I did, on a scale of 1 to 5, how important is an overview video? I'm also going to add a separate question. On a scale of 1 to 5, how important is a review video on the game? So someone trying to give an actual opinion. It's not meant to be sponsored, here's an overview and pitch of the game, but rather it's meant to be focused specifically, here is my opinion as a creator on the game. So review coverage, how important is that, in addition to overview? And then on a scale of 1 to 5, how important is a gameplay video? And the last question, similarly, on a scale of 1 to 5, how important is a how-to-play video on the game? Same general question, this time focused on the how-to-play specifically, just showing you how to play. So overview is kind of a general pitch, gameplay is showing you the game in action, review is an opinion from a creator, and how to play is literally, here are the steps of how to play the game so that you can learn the game through this video. And that's what we have for your upcoming questions. So that's our recap on the campaign game. Thank you for those who contributed. New poll on what aspects matter to you when you're backing things, and we'll be back next month with a recap of your answers, as well as, of course, whatever new questions show up. And with that, and until next time, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.